Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 22 meters.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
A week ago in the win over the Lions.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Blue strike.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now.
And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ready.
2nd down throw coming by Willis.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Stop below 18.
Now Willis.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here we
From
go.
the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
On the ball.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we...
There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Giants at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience,
Here we go.
all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Bronco 80. Let go.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets it down to the 32.
40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Get up. Cowboy 80. Hurt.
The slot man in motion right.
Ready.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Back to throw, Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Same connection. Dulcich once again.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
43-yard line.
Okay, right? Faster, faster. Shot, 17. Ultra, ultra. Set, cut.
Looking to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Check, smash. Steal, check, steal. Cut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Smash, red. Black, ultra.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Set, ready. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Come on, come on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion is Gray. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
70 Lions, trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Dragon 60.
3rd and 2, Willis. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Cleveland offense ready to go. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Come on.
2nd and 5.
White, white. Red, yellow.
They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Shotgun snap to Willis.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Willis looks to pass it here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
12, 10. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On the double.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ball red.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Blast it. 6. 10 cycles. 5. 97. Go. Ready.
They go play action here on first down.
To the sideline and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Let's go. Charge. Yellow.
Back to throw again. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Giants nothing.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Go street.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Got it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 4.
Trouble, 38. Go red. 6. Mega.
Now back to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Come on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Street.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Ready.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
To throw, here's Willis.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Willis.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jamison Williams.
73 yards.
And the Giants get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man, complete. It's King, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Black ultra. Ready.
2nd and 2. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Browns first down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the set.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Fight, 60. Set, go.
Up the middle they go. It's King. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, Willis' throw pulled in by Marshall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Willis out of the gun. And this pass caught by Gray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Finding Gray on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
31-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Willis. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready.
Willis, got to have this one. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 6.
Yellow, go. Rail, yellow. Jackrabbit, jack.
They'll keep it on the ground. King, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Okay.
A four-receiver set here, 3rd and 5.
Red, cycle. Claws red. Ready?
Back to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut, hut.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 11 now.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Cleveland.
22 needle. Needle blue. Slide blue.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Giants 7. Jake Moody to kick off.